What is trust exactly? When you look at the definition, you may notice that it's not very clear or satisfying.
That's what she said.
When we use it in context and ask, do you trust your partner? People typically interpret that as whether or not you think they'd cheat on you. Or if they say, do you trust so and so? It's usually a question of whether or not you expect them to betray you at some point. But trust is actually a much more profound concept than most people realize. I'm here with a simple, practical definition that may refine your list of people you trust. Hello everyone, my name is Tia and I'm a licensed psychotherapist. I make videos that offer tips on how to improve your relationship with yourself and with other people. And now I'm trusting you to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss more tips from a therapist.
You can do it!
Today, I'm going to give you the best definition of trust, how to know not to trust someone, and common reasons why trusting is so hard in relationships. The best definition of trust is knowing that someone will act in our best interest and feeling that so deeply that we actively depend on it. Trust means that we've identified this person as an extension of ourself, where there's no significant difference between their best interest and our best interest. Trust isn't just a noun or a feeling we have towards someone. Trust is a verb. It's something we do and other people do towards us. So how do we know whether or not we should trust somebody? Take a moment and think about all the people in your life that you trust. Do they qualify under this definition? When we trust somebody, we don't hide our thoughts, feelings, wants, and needs from them because we know it's safe to bring to them, so much so that we rely on them and expect that they're going to try really hard to understand us and support our overall well-being. If you notice yourself holding back your thoughts, feelings, wants, or needs, you do not trust that person. And if you notice a pattern of trust being difficult in your relationships, it really only comes down to about three things. The first reason, you put your trust into untrustworthy people. The problem with trust is there's no way to really know if we can trust someone until they have the opportunity to act against our best interest and choose not to. Hindsight is 2020, and we don't always see people clearly right away. You may make the mistake of giving your trust to people who have not earned it, or to someone who preys on the naivety of others.
The deception, the betrayal.
Furthermore, there's nuance between trustworthy and untrustworthy people. Someone may be trustworthy in one part of your life, but not in others. We may trust our hairstylist with our hair, but not with our taxes. That is appropriate. And it's not always someone is untrustworthy based on who they are as a person or their character, but they are untrustworthy based on their capacity. They aren't necessarily malicious, but they're incompetent to act in our best interest for us. They just can't. It isn't always that they don't on purpose or they won't. Sometimes they just can't. So we can't trust them with certain things, even if we trust them as a person. The second reason trust is a problem in your relationships is that you've got trust issues and you don't trust anybody. And in reference to having trust issues, so many people trust others only in theory. They feel like they can trust somebody, but never rely on it.
Who do I trust? Me!
Most likely in the past, they trusted the wrong person and it led to pain. So now they no longer allow themselves the opportunity to be vulnerable enough to actually trust someone and risk getting hurt again. Trust issues distort our perception of people individually and lump everyone together as a potential threat rather than a potential resource. And there are consequences to this type of defense mechanism. It makes us functionally alone, with no deep connections and no opportunity to ever be deeply known or loved by other people. The third reason trust might be a problem in your relationships is you believe that you're a burden. If you deep down believe that your emotions and needs are a burden to other people, The idea of trust and relying on others is completely off the table. This has the same consequences of having trust issues with the added pizzazz of shame. At some point in your life, most likely in childhood, you learn that other people matter more than you. So now your best interest is irrelevant.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
The belief that you're a burden equates trust to putting a grievance on somebody else. Therefore, you're stuck in the identity of someone who gives but never receives. Ironically, over time, other people become a burden to you because you refuse to allow them to reciprocate. You finished the whole video. I knew I could trust you. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.